All right, let's jump right in. If you're joining us today, you are likely stepping into a highly pressurized scenario. This explainer is a comprehensive case study specifically designed for master students in business school who are tackling strategic decision-making exercises. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack the intense strategic dilemma you are about to face as the ultimate decision maker for a company called Meridian Electronics. You are about to step into a corporate boardroom facing a massive existential threat. So let's get your facts straight before you make your very first move. Here is our quick roadmap for today's briefing. First, we'll meet Meridian. Second, we'll break down the Apex price war. Third, we'll look at your channels and financial constraints. Fourth, we'll hit the upcoming decision points. And finally, we'll define how to achieve the winning state. Let's get to it. All right, part one, meet Meridian Electronics and the incumbent's position. So, you are at the helm of a premium brand based in Portland, Oregon, pulling in $1.84 billion a year. Your revenue is split across 3 laptop lines, but look at this breakdown. Your mid-range Nova series, that's the real engine here. At 44% of your total revenue with a super healthy 29% gross margin, this laptop, targeted at students and remote workers, isn't just a product. It's literally the financial pillar keeping the lights on at your company. Of course, you're not operating in a vacuum. The big 4 legacy brands, Apple, HP, Dell, and Lenovo, they gobble up about 70% of the market. You're sitting at a very solid 11%. But look who's right on your heels. Apex Tech at 9%. And let me tell you, Apex is a volume-hungry predator, and they have just painted a massive target squarely on your back. Which brings us to part 2, the Apex price war and the threat unveiled. Now you and Apex, you are playing 2 totally different games. You build premium, durable machines with mag alloy chassis backed by 5-year warranties. That buys you fierce brand loyalty, an NPS of 54, which is fantastic. Apex, on the other hand, well, they cut corners. Cheap polycarbonate builds, minimal support, and a pretty dismal NPS of 31. You're all about quality. They are all about pure volume. And here is the inciting incident of your case study. Boom. Apex just slashed their prices by 25% across the board. That opens up a staggering $300 price gap between their mid-tier TitanBook Pro and your equivalent Nova model. And early consumer survey data, it's not looking good. 41% of your loyal buyers would now seriously consider switching to Apex. This isn't just everyday competition, guys. This is an outright hijacking of your customer base. Moving right into part 3, channels and financial constraints, basically the rules of engagement. So your CFO runs the numbers, and it is a brutal lose-lose scenario. Look at this. If you match Apex's price, you absolutely obliterate your Nova margins, dropping them from 29% down to somewhere between 12 and 14%. That wipes out $68 million in EBITDA. But if you do nothing and hold your premium price, you lose 20% of your volume to Apex, which still bleeds $47 million from your earnings. Talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place, right? Oh, and it actually gets worse. Think about your channels. Best Buy is your largest retail partner, driving 34% of your total North American revenue. And their VP of merchandise has quietly signaled that if Apex starts outselling you, Best Buy might literally slash your shelf space by 40% to make room for them. Losing volume means losing shelf space, which means losing even more volume. It's a catastrophic downward spiral. Plus, hiding in your financials is an existential tripwire. Meridian holds a $340 million term loan, and it comes with a strict legal maintenance covenant. You have to keep your net debt to EBITDA ratio below 3.5x. Right now, you're at 2.9. If this price war eats $68 million of your earnings, you surge to 3.3. You are skating on incredibly thin ice here. One wrong move, you breach the loan agreement, and you are essentially handing the keys of the company over to the banks. All right, part 4, the upcoming decision points, or as I like to call it, the ticking clock. Time is absolutely not on your side. Week 1 is right now. The 25% price cut just hit the market. By week 3, Best Buy is going to force your hand, demanding competitive pricing or exclusive bundles to keep your spot on their shelves. And then, in week 6, an unexpected Black Swan event happens. A global supply chain shock via a Samsung SDI display shortage hits and completely scrambles the entire market. But hold on, because that week 6 supply shock, that's actually your Trojan horse. See, because Meridian focuses on quality and stability, your supply chain holds 11 weeks of finished Nova inventory sitting ready to go. Apex's cheap, high-volume model means they run extremely lean, virtually zero buffer. When that shortage hits, they are going to face immediate retail stockouts within 4 to 6 weeks. If you can just survive the bleeding until week 6, you will suddenly hold all the leverage. Finally, part 5, achieving the winning state and your mission objectives. To actually win this executive simulation, you have to hit 3 heavily conflicting targets simultaneously. Number 1, keep those Nova gross margins above 20%. Number 2, successfully negotiate with Best Buy so you maintain or even improve your shelf space. And number 3, protect your financials. No debt covenant breach. It is a razor-thin needle to thread, and it's going to require an expert grip on pricing strategy, channel dynamics, and corporate finance. So, the stage is set. Your board is completely divided. Half of them are demanding you hold the line on your premium brand identity. The other half are screaming at you to slash prices right now and defend your market share. You know the brutal constraints, you see the ticking clock, and you know there is a massive supply shock just over the horizon. Will you sacrifice your margins to survive today or risk the entire company to win tomorrow? The board is waiting. What is your first move?